What's happening, YouTube? How is everyone? I hope good. I am Sunny with Healing Power Divine Universe, and I am here with a reading on what is the gossip about you and your situation. What are people talking about? What is the gossip about you and your situation? With that being said, before I get started, I ask if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you're notified when I upload more videos. Hit that like button and share this video if you think others can benefit from my messages. If you'd like to donate, there is a link below in the description to my PayPal account. I would greatly appreciate it. Otherwise, let's figure out what is happening in your situation, what people are gossiping about, and let's dig in. So I'm going to start with my channeled message, and then I'm going to move on to my index cards I made myself. And then I'll move on to the tarot and oracle cards that I pulled for this situation. Okay, so let's get started. The channeled message I received is family involved in destroying your life out of greed and the things they didn't want to come out about their addictions and sick-ass fetishes that is going to shock the world, as they are sick people that have gotten away with so much by blaming their daughter, sister, mom, and friend for the shit they were doing. They all are going to prison for slander, stealing money and properties, and IRS fraud, and for killing a mother, all because she was Native American. And she finally stood up for her daughter and granddaughter and went to the authorities with these dark secrets, so they strangled her to death and stole her inheritance money from her daughter and granddaughter and brother and his kids too. People are devastated, as this family was liked by the entire community and have lied their entire lives and have been friends with authority figures that are not involved and never knew that this family was this fucked up and this fucking evil. This family told the truth as a woman spoke out about what they had done to her entire life, and how they treated her mother and daughter, all because they were human traffic victims their entire lives. These people are now putting two and two together and now seeing that there has been something seriously wrong for a long time that people were being paid off to ignore by the public and by authorities, because a man was lying to them all about these women the fucking entire times. Their entire lives, excuse me. This story is about to hit the news and worldwide. It is finally over, and it will make people sick to hear and will make a mark in this world forever. God says, be nice to the victims, please, as they are not involved. So those are the channeled messages I received. Let's move on to the tarot cards, and then we will move on to the tarot and oracle cards. Okay, so we have IRS fraud. IRS fraud was brought out in my channeled messages. This family was committing IRS fraud. When I say IRS fraud, they were stealing people's identities, using their social security numbers, having, their birth certificates in hand to be able to claim money that was not theirs. They were claiming fake businesses on people's IRS taxes that were not real, were not where these people were working. They were making millions doing this, people. They also are married to more than one person, is what I'm hearing. They were claiming adult children as dependents. They were trying to say that these adult children were relied on them. They could have been lying about someone being sick, being a schizophrenic, or having some mental disease. That was not true. They were doing it all to be able to claim this person, being able to take their money, to steal their inheritance, stating that they were not mentally capable of having this money. I'm hearing this family is definitely out in the open. People finally are seeing this family for who they truly are and really what they were up to. I have male prostitutes. So they could be male prostitutes. There could be male prostitutes in this family that were trying to hide that. They could have been spending their money on male prostitutes. Maybe men were more interested in men, but they were hiding that from the world. I hear that there was human traffic victims that were males that were being prostituted by their family to other people and to themselves. There could be a father figure and a brother, is what I'm hearing, that dresses as a woman and prostitutes themselves out for their sexual fantasies, for their fetishes. Nothing against anyone that does that. I'm just delivering the messages, people. Please do not take offense. These dirty, dark secrets were hidden for a long time, and they are now out in the public because, again, someone spoke out about what was happening to them. I feel like it's a woman that was being abused by this family. They were abusing her. They were lying. They were stealing. They were doing anything and everything to make this woman look bad, to cover up what they were doing in the dark. You fucking stink. So this card has came out in my last couple readings. I don't mean to laugh, but these people stink because they are not taking care of themselves. Obviously, not taking care of their hygiene. Also, I'm hearing that they stink because they have sexual transmitted diseases they are not having taken care of. So people are noticing these people have a tremendous smell to them. I'm going to leave it at that. In my last video, I spoke about what that smell was. And I don't know. I just really don't want to say that. And I don't mean to laugh. It's not funny. I'm sorry. I'm just laughing at my guides because they're like kind of telling me, don't be a pussy, just say it. It is a rotten pussy smell is what they're saying. And that's exactly how they're projecting it to me. There is women that are really not very clean. They have some type of infection going on. If you are noticing this smell on a woman or even on a man, I'm hearing those are the red flags to kind of run away from maybe having sex with these people. Also, I'm hearing if you smell something tremendously bad on your children, you need to have those children checked for STDs. Even though you're probably thinking, well, nobody's doing that to my child. If they are having a tremendous smell down there, please take them to the doctor right away. I am not a doctor, obviously. I cannot diagnose people. I'm just delivering the messages. We have too fucked up to work. Again, this is another card that was coming out in my last couple readings. These people are really over drinking, overdoing any type of substances because they are feeling guilty. They're feeling definitely regret is what I'm hearing. They are feeling tremendous shame, embarrassment because their dark secrets are really being made public and they're about ready to hit the news worldwide. So you will be hearing a lot more about this story. They are definitely over drinking or doing some type of drugs to really kind of mask themselves, to not really have to face what is happening, to really deal with their guilt and the regret of the decisions that they've made. So if you are struggling from any type of addiction, please, please, please reach out to someone. And I'm not saying that they have addictions. They could be just over drinking and using drugs because they're very stressed out. But if you do have any addictions, there's wonderful programs. Please look into them. Sobriety is just a beautiful way to live your life. We all suffer from many addictions, so I do not want to, present myself as a perfect person because I have fought, I'm not going to say I was addicted, but I really have enjoyed a lot of drugs and alcohol throughout my life, and so I'm definitely not a hypocrite. I was raised around hypocrites that made me feel like I was an addict. They told people I was an addict. But Spirit really brought to my attention that, most addicts can't just quit. I can do drugs for many years and just decide one day I don't want to. I have been sober, I believe, again for, 2 months. I kind of fell off the wagon a little bit, partied a little bit, but I don't know. I don't really feel like I fell off the wagon. I just, dipped into some of the finer things in life is the way I look at it. I'll be honest. I really enjoy doing, certain kind of drugs. I'm not going to lie. I really find them to be, I don't know, fun. I mean, I'll just be honest. I'm not a big drinker. Drinking isn't really my cup of tea, but when I do, I really have a good time. Alcoholism does run in my family tremendously, so I do kind of watch that. But, these people are, I'll move out of me. I mean, you're not here to listen about me. You're here to listen about what the gossip, well, I guess you are, because this is gossip about me too. So these people are talking about these people being too fucking fucked up to work, that they fucking stink, that they are male prostitutes, some of them, and they have been committing IRS fraud, and we have identity theft. So they were stealing, again, people's identities to be able to claim IRS claims, do life insurance fraud. They could have been, I'm hearing, they could have forged signatures for properties to sell them, forged signatures on life insurance checks, on any type of money that was coming in. I want to really address the IRS, because if you have not received your stimulus money, if your taxes were not filed properly, or you were not receiving the proper money, you need to contact the IRS. This is a tremendous problem. This has been going on for many generations, and people were stealing other people's IDs, identifications, their life pretty much, to be able to be rich. But the IRS is already looking into that, definitely. But if you, for some reason, have not received your IRS money, like your stimulus money, like me, definitely have the IRS start to investigate that. Okay, so moving away from that, let's move into the tarot cards. The first card I pulled is Justice. So this is a sign of Libra. Doesn't have to be. This woman is sitting there with a law book. Somebody's really been looking over the law. They've been using their intuition to balance out these scales. So they've been, really tapping into their intuition. They might have been blindfolded before, but now you can see this woman. She has one eye peeking out, seeing what the hell has been going on. There could be a woman that is balancing out the scales. There could be a judge, a lawyer. There could be, authority figures, FBI, CIA, that are working on this. Maybe there was a woman that looked into the legal system because she was put into an injustice. It could be a woman that's, really opening the eyes of people around her and this situation, bringing justice to a situation that obviously has gone on too long. And obviously, people were blindfolded to it for a very long time. But again, that blindfold, that one eye is sticking out, so somebody's really paying attention. And again, the scales are being balanced. So you could be this person. That's why they're gossiping about you. Or it could be that they're finally making an injustice, I'm hearing, into a justice. So people are really starting to use their intuition, really starting to connect to the higher power, knowing that, I knew, they could be saying, I knew something was wrong in this situation, but I ignored it. I didn't follow my intuition, and so on. Well, the scales, the wheels have turned, and people are focusing on really bringing justice to a situation. I feel that they are kind of reviewing the law. They could be wanting to change the law. Maybe you are going to change laws because you have been a victim of this circumstances. But I feel that, again, the justice, the scales are being balanced, and that's what people are gossiping about. Going with the flow. So people are talking about you just going with the flow, kind of relaxing, trying to allow the higher power to deal with what you're going through, which I really, really fucking praise you. That's a hard thing to do. At times we have to surrender to the higher power, knowing that the higher power will bring justice when justice is meant to be brought. So people are talking that, maybe you are trying to just go with the flow of life, go with the flow of what has happened to you. Maybe they're praising you for that. I'm hearing they're kind of applauding you because they're saying that there's no way in fuck that they could have just surrendered and allowed this to happen. But I feel that my subscribers are or will be in the future really connected to the higher power, and they will surrender when the time is needed to surrender, and know that God always brings, always has a plan to bring things and shed things to the light, and then also bring justice to each and every one of us, even if it's not in a court of law, it could be just with the universal justice. So thank you, God. Thank you, angels, ancestors, guides. I love you all so much. We have the Queen of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, sensitivity. This is a sign of Cancer to me. This woman is kind, gentle. She is a good mother, people. She loves to entertain people. It could just definitely, they could be talking about how sensitive and caring and kind and gentle you truly are. Again, these people were really wrapped up in some fucking dark, nasty shit. This could have been the victim in this case, this woman that I was talking about. They could have been trying to make people look at you in the reverse instead of in the upright. But then again, I think people started to use their intuition. Also, I feel like God might have brought you back into their life so they could see you again, so they could really experience who you are and what you are, instead of listening to all the bullshit, all the fucking lies, all the rumors that these people were, spreading to make you look bad, to cover up what they were doing in the dark. You always walk around, if this represents you, you always walk around with a cup of love for fucking everyone, no matter what. You don't judge people. You always want to help people. You're always very loving. You're always very giving, and you're a very sensitive person. And that could be why they targeted you, because they knew that you were unconditionally loving. They might have thought, well, we could do this, and if it ever came out, then this person would always love us. It also could have been your love, your unconditional love, that really brought this situation to light, because people were being presented with you to be this way, when in reality you were this way. You were this Queen of Cups that really shines bright, that really focuses on being a kind, loving, gentle person always. We have joy. So again, they're gossiping, I feel like this represents you. This represents what they want to bring back into your life. I feel that you've had the joy in your life taken away from you for a very long time, or someone in your situation. Please put yourself in the position in this reading that, you belong, but it is, what is the gossip about you and your situation? So I assume that you're watching this because you want to know the gossip about you, obviously. Okay. They look at you as being this very joyful person that, when people come around you, you're not a person that is pissed off at the world. You're not a person that is a Debbie Downer. You're always smiling. You're always happy. Even though you've had such a hard life, even though you were wrapped up in a family that was tremendously fucking sick, even when everyone abandoned you, I hear you still look at the joyful things in life. But also, these people are really starting to use their intuition, and then really starting to see you for the beautiful person you are. You could be a woman again. You could really love flowers, so they might want to bring flowers to you. You could always give people flowers, I'm hearing. You just bring a lot of joy and kindness and love and gentleness into people's lives. And that's what people are gossiping about. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. This is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is a situation not going as anticipated, but it's in reverse. So instead of the situation not going as anticipated, it is finally going in your favor, is what I'm hearing. I think that you kind of were, somebody really stabbed you in the heart. You see that? And somebody was trying to run off with, whatever they were stealing from you. If it was your joy, if it was your sensitivity, if it was your reputation, whatever it was, they left you for dead. Because see, this person looks like they're in the corner left for dead. Their situation did not go as anticipated, but your situation did. I hope that makes sense, because it's in reversal. So instead of you dealing with this situation with a lot of aggression, you actually turned it in reverse. You stepped back, you surrendered to the higher power, and the higher power took over. And that's why the situation's coming to a close. We have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. It is in reverse, people. It came out in reverse. So they're talking about you. They could be saying that they are regretful. Could be people saying that they're regretful and they're really not, is what I'm hearing. They're regretful only because they got caught in what they were doing. There wasn't only your family involved in this situation, but there was a community. There was the public that were being paid to harass you, to ignore you, to talk about you, to spread lies, rumors. They chose money over you. Now, people, with that being said, these people might be acting as they are regretful, but with this card coming out in reverse, I want you to really acknowledge that the only reason why they're doing this is because they got caught. Otherwise, they got away with this a very long time. They made a lot of money. They were able to, fulfill their fetishes, their sick fetishes. These people are not regretful. The only regret that they would have is being caught. So remember that. We can always forgive people. We don't have to tell them. We forgive people for ourselves. We don't have to forgive people for them. We forgive them for ourselves, so we're able to keep moving forward. We're able to embark on, more healthier journeys, be able to step past whatever was kind of keeping us stuck and really hurdle that obstacle and move forward. So Spirit, what I'm hearing very strongly is these people are not regretful. They are only in regret. I hope this makes sense because I just said they're not regretful. I mean, towards what they did to you. They're only in regret because they regret being caught. These people never thought that they would get caught. They thought that they could just continue to steal people's identities and make money. And unfortunately, they fucked with the wrong woman is what I'm being told. So we have the Page of Pentacles. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is news coming in, good news. It also could represent a child. A child could be bringing in good news. You could be receiving good news regarding a child. I feel that, let me see here. This page is flipping a coin. So maybe, and then it looks like you can be choosing a new direction in your life, and you can just flip a coin and be like, well, I want to go from Wyoming to China. I'm just, that's an example. But you're going to be able to really just kind of have a more, how do I want to put this? A more at ease life. Maybe you have financial gain coming in because with this situation coming out, it definitely is talking about IRS fraud. Maybe you're supposed to receive a big check from the IRS. Maybe you're finally going to receive the stimulus money that you never received. Maybe you're going to receive inheritances that you've never received. It's going to really bring in some good news that is going to really have you kind of smiling and being able to choose which direction you're moving in life now. That's awesome. Again, thank you, higher power. Because success, baby, they're seeing that you have achieved whatever you were working on. You are a very successful person. You might, have new opportunities coming towards you that is going to bring this tremendous success. It looks like, this person is celebrating. Not only is this person, but there are other people that are throwing confetti up in the air and, clapping and cheering. And this person is riding on a tiger. So, this person's been very courageous. This person's been very strong. And I'm talking about you. And you deserve to be celebrated by the entire world. They're on top of the world. This person, you are going to be on top of the world once this situation comes to a head. I feel that it has really kept you stuck. It has really kept you bound to what this family was doing. And it's time for you to be celebrated and to be able to celebrate all the new things and all the achievements you're going to be making in the future. We have the Seven of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. This is possibilities. This is, you might be feeling You might be feeling very overwhelmed with, you're going to have a lot of choices coming towards you. It could be in love. It could be 7 people coming in to offer you love. It could, and that could be in a romantic sense. That could be in a friendship. It could just, be a community. You put whatever resonates with you, but it's going to bring a lot of possibilities into your life. And again, I describe that with this success, that you're going to really have new things coming towards you, new opportunities. You might be feeling overwhelmed with, which way to go, like this sign. You might be flipping a coin. See what I'm saying? This is all resonating, very well. You have a lot of good things coming towards you. Don't get overwhelmed. Take one thing at a time. Allow it to sink in. Don't make any decisions right away. If you, by chance, are offered employment, I would go ahead and take that offer. I would, not accept it right away. I would take the information, really think about, what this is going to do for you, where it's going to take you. People are definitely seeing that you have grown, that you have expanded, that you have allowed this situation to not hinder your growth, that is really pushing you forward, and that they might even want to be offering you possibilities to help you move forward. So it's a very positive reading. It's awesome. We have impasse. So impasse to me represents a situation in which no progress is possible, especially because of disagreements or being in a deadlock. I feel that even though this card is not in reverse, this card should be. There was an impasse. People were really at a deadlock on what to believe and what not to believe, how to handle the situation. They're gossiping about that, but they're gossiping that maybe you have been stuck in a deadlock, maybe because of a lot of disagreements in this family, a lot of disagreements about you. But, I feel that you just stood your ground and you waited for the higher power to bring this situation to a close. That is breaking those deadlocks, breaking you free. I feel that your situation was kind of stuck in a deadlock for a very long time again, and those deadlocks are being removed. So we have death. So this is a sign of Scorpio. Sorry, I just went blank. Sign of Scorpio, doesn't have to be. They're talking about maybe some deaths that went on in your family. It could be talking about this family was involved in hurting people. It could be the death of this situation they're talking about. I feel like it's more that you have lost people to deaths. I know that my readings have been talking about people faking their deaths for life insurance. Maybe you're going through trying to heal from a tremendous death that you're experiencing in your life. Like me, my mother passed away over a year ago, and I'll tell you, the last couple days have been just tremendously hard. I think that people are knowing that you are struggling with a death, whatever, and I'm trying to say, it could be a death of a situation, it could be death of a person, it could be death of an idea. Again, put yourself in whatever position you need to be. But these people are definitely gossiping about you when it comes to a death. And I do feel like it's a physical death. I think that you've lost somebody really close to you. Maybe these people were not aware of it, or they were aware of it, but they did not know the circumstances on how this person died. So we had perseverance. I know that I can do what I set my mind to, excuse me. So these people are gossiping that you really set your mind to something, you really move towards that you never give up on yourself, that you always have, that strength and courage to continue moving. I think that you put a stop to other people that really have their mind set on hindering your growth, hindering your life. Maybe they were doing that by gossiping and slandering about you. They were trying to stop you from achieving success. They were trying to stop people from listening to you, from making, any type of mark in this world. The reason why I'm reading it like that is because it came out in reverse. I typically don't like to read reversals, but lately a couple cards are coming out that way, so I want to address that tremendously. I think people really are recognizing that you are a very strong-willed person, that you set your mind on something and you are not going to give up. These people probably wanted you to give up. They didn't know how powerful and how much strength and courage you had to keep moving forward. They've tried to hinder your growth throughout your life. And people are really talking about that, really talking about the strength that you've had to make it through whatever this situation is for you. We have the Seven of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is diplomacy, not aggression, situation not going as anticipated. This is in the upright. So when it came out before, this card has came out before, it was in the reverse. So They were talking about somebody having a situation that they were hindering your life, is what I'm hearing, that they were trying to get away with something, and there's this, whatever the last thing that they did to you did not go as anticipated. So now they're having to really cloak themselves. See, this woman's trying to hide her face, trying to run off, but people are using their intuition. Maybe this person's being followed and watched. I'm getting that because this cat is following this woman. She's carrying 5 of the swords, and then 2 of the swords are hung up. So there could have been 5 people doing this to you, but 2 people are represented maybe as the victims, is what I'm hearing, or as 2 people that really used their intuition to embark and to really follow what was really happening. I also get from this card that they really wanted to isolate you from the world, and I feel like instead of them isolating you from the world, they really presented you to the world. I hope that makes sense. They really wanted people to I'm sorry, there goes my throat chakra. I'm sorry, let me get something to drink. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. And what came to my mind right when I paused this video is they really wanted to shut you up any way possible. Because if you noticed, when I started talking about the 7 of Swords, my throat chakra, I started coughing. My throat kind of closed up. They really wanted you to not be able to speak out about what the fuck you knew about the situation, what you were experiencing. They really wanted to cloak you and not allow anybody to hear or see you. That situation did not pay off, because I feel that you might have spoke out on social medias. You could have spoke out on YouTube. You could have went to the authorities. You could have just really been, speaking out to other people, telling other people. And what happened is they no longer could cloak themselves or you. People started to listen. People started to recognize what the fuck was going on. They started to put 2 and 2 together and really recognize that there was a serious problem here. We have the Chariot, sign of Cancer, movement. So they are gossiping that you're moving forward, that you're going to be able to move forward on a new journey, that you're going to get on your chariot and really move forward and be very successful, I'm hearing, in whatever you do. It could be in a career. It could be successful on talking about this situation. It could be success, in relationships, in friendships, in love. But they really know that you're moving forward in a more positive direction than what you have been living in the past and for your entire life. They're talking that you had self-worth, that you would not let people knock your self-worth, no matter what. You could have had a community that completely fucking ignored you your entire life. They could have beat you down your entire life. They could have abandoned you when you needed them, abandoned you when you needed them, when you lost somebody to death. You really stood in your power of self-worth, and because of that, you really are being recognized for a very powerful person. I think, again, people are talking about this because they also are learning that self-worth is very important to each and every one of us, and that we need to have self-worth even when no one else sees our self-worth. So I really want to really congratulate you on that, because I feel that this was a tremendous hard journey, and no matter what, you were not going to back down. You were not going to allow people to use and abuse you. You might have done that in the past, but you really gained self-worth throughout this tremendous journey, and people are really talking about that. We again have the Chariot, sign of Cancer. So the Chariot came out twice in 2 different decks in this reading. They are gossiping. They know that you're moving forward, that you're going to move forward. You could be moving away from this community, away from these people, away from this family. I feel also that these people are talking about helping you move forward. They could be making arrangements for you to leave a situation, leave a town, get away from anyone and everyone that was involved in this. They could be helping you pay for this, I'm hearing. Or not. I mean, maybe you have your own money. I don't want to really say that. But they really see you moving forward and are really talking about you moving forward, I think, for the first time in your life. And And I think that it's on a positive level, not on a negative. I don't really feel anything being negative about this reading, especially with the tarot cards and oracle cards. Of course, the channel messages were a little bit devastating, but I think that the situation really had to come out so then you would be able to embark on this new journey, this movement that is going to really push you forward into a more successful, a more healthier life. The last card I pulled is relationships. I attract to those people. I am attracted to those people who serve my higher good. So you really are probably attracting people that are going to serve your higher good. I think in the past you were obviously bound to a lot of darkness, a lot of people that were hindering your life, keeping people away from being attracted to you that would really have helped you progress, really have helped you move forward, really have helped your career, really had helped your love relationships, your friendships. They really hindered that. But now that you're breaking free, I feel that you have people that are coming in. You're attracting these people because they really recognize that you have something to offer, that you again aren't the person that they thought that you were over here, that you're actually a completely different person that really represents and brings a lot of love and friendship and kindness into this world. So with that being said, you're getting away from whatever bound you to the dark over here, and you're bringing the love and light over here. So I hope that makes sense. How they're explaining it to me, and that's how I'm explaining it to you. With that being said, this is what is the gossip about you and your situation. If you are going through this type of situation, I send you so much love, so many positive vibes and peace and tons of healing. God is so proud of you for really allowing yourself to have this self-worth, to know that you deserved so much better than what you've received in the past. And I'm hearing that all that goodness and all the stuff that you have put out and that you have really allowed you to grow and expand into the person that you are is coming straight at you, and you're going to get on your chariot and you're going to move forward, and your life is going to embark on a completely different level, on a completely different life, and you're going to be able to have the good things that maybe you've never had in your life. So you are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful person. I love you so much. Thank you again for watching my channel. Peace and blessings.